Alright, what's up everybody? The donut is here with his buff. Roguefort has got a buff. Walnut has got a buff. This is the Buffed Boys and Grill. Let's look at the main star of the show though. Duo. Donut. I love Donut. Donut is amazing. Wow, in real life as well. I love donuts. Donuts are the best. Yeah. Anyway, so Donut's ability itself has not changed at all. You just get like more points and stuff like that for the donut jellies that you create during the skill. The candy has not changed either. You still have to do two little donut metal beams to change the stuff around you, and then on the last one you're going to do a big blast. As we saw before though, when the costume was released, you get like a double, it stacks now with what are those called, blast jellies, so you get like a double speed. But we already knew that from last time. Space meatball, because people seem to really get bothered when I call it a meatball, and it definitely looks like a space meatball. So there you go. The space takoyaki now does 3 shields instead of 2, and each shield is now worth 20 million points. So you have a chance to get a bonus 60 million at the end of the run if you don't use them, and I would recommend not using them. There seems very little point. I mean, unlike Lemon, whose shield doesn't, well, one, it doesn't count towards a score, but it also gives like a massive amount of points if you break it. This one does not. It does not justify breaking it, so do not break the shield. You want to solidify that 60 million points. So because of that, I think it's because of that 60 million that Donut really doesn't score too highly during the ability. I think they might need to buff him a little bit more. He doesn't really seem too, like, power creeped, really, to be honest. But I suppose that's good, though. That's good, right? It's still got a balance with the other cookies and stuff like that. I would say, though, Donut is one of those cookies that's a relay. Donut has always been a nice relay cookie. You get the blast of the speed. Think about like the blast of speed is kind of like with kiwi or sorbet. They've kind of become relay cookies as opposed to starters, and Donut is exactly the same. Donut is one of the old school relay for Land 7 with Dark Enchantress and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure Donut was also in I don't know what it was, ever it was called, Champions League or something at some point as well. 228 though, that was with the 60 millione bonus. Hey, that is good stuff. Let's have a look at the others now. Next up on our list of Buff Boys and Grill is Roguefort, and I must say, Roguefort has probably had the biggest buff. He is an absolute monster now. And one thing to note is that I restarted this run a few times because I was like, I'm pretty sure I've not hit a light. I've definitely not hit a light. And they've reduced the number of like spotlights to 5. So 5 is the maximum you can get on the counter now. And so don't start restarting and think you've hit one, because it used to be 6, right? But yeah, it is now 5. And so yeah. So I think it makes it a little bit easier. I think the magnet has slightly improved, but if it's one of the tall maps, then Roguefort, if you have to slide under the spotlights, it doesn't quite grab the what are those called? Doesn't quite grab the jellies. But on these kind of like standard kind of resolution maps, the standard zoomed maps, it grabs the jellies from everywhere, so there's no worries. The pet, I think it's just had a reduced cooldown, and obviously the pet is a bit RNG. The pet is still very RNG, where if it activates in a place with loads of jellies, you're gonna get more transformations to those special cheese jellies. Whereas like for example here it wasn't really great of activation, but it's one of those things where sometimes it starts off poorly but then it just makes up for it later on. So you gotta kind of like try and see where you gotta test it, see where it activates throughout the whole run. Don't just judge it on one time where it missed a whole bunch of jellies, because later on it could hit 2 or 3 big bunches, and your score will really boost. And it does happen if you do not use the turbo or any boost in the first map. What's this one? Bamboo Wilds, I think, right? So at the start you kind of get like a half. There's like a big group where you get like the giant and the magnet, and you get like a half of it. And here is one of the other big ones. We're getting like 2 right here. 2 full transformations. Obviously if that went a little bit earlier we would have got a whole lot more, but that does kind of make up for the few little ones that it does throw out every so often. But look at this score. It is an absolute monster of a score, especially compared to Donut, who was like the face, you know, like the face of this like mini update was Donut. Like, whoa, wait, Donut's getting a trial, whoa, wait, whoa, whoo, whoo. And now look at Roguefort just steaming ahead. Yeah, see your points. Oh, look at that. There was a nice 152. Come on. Well, 252. That's 252. 252 there. We're rounding it up. That is a brilliant score. I think Roguefort is going to become a bit of a main runner right here. I've got a feeling. All right, next up is a Walnut. So the grill has been updated. Now Roguefort has put on a bit of a show. You know, he has really smashed the score. I don't think Walnut's really going to be able to contend with it, so to speak. So yeah. I think once again the pet got a bit updated. It seems to do a lot of jumping around and going back and forth. So I think its rate that it goes and collects random trash for you has been updated. Has been buffed, I guess. So it's been reduced. Roguefort, Walnut's ability remains the same. Nothing has really changed. What we saw in the video when the costumes came out is exactly the same. Nothing else has changed. I still think the footprints can be a little bit difficult to see. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be. Unfortunately, once again, I think Walnut has a weaker magnet for jellies around her than Roguefort does during his ability, which she really doesn't, because like sometimes, especially with the highest stuff, you have to double jump to get it, but if there's a footprint that's a low, you might miss it, and it kind of, yeah, so it's a bit unfair in a way, the magnetic pull during abilities, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, it is not looking promising, this score right here. Obviously it's better than Donuts, but what we've got to remember is it's not 60 million better than Donuts right now, is it? You know what I mean? Sometimes you can get away with like doing a 2-step double jump, not like an insta double jump. It's kind of like a delayed 2-step, and you can reach the higher jellies plus land up on the lower footprints as well. It can take a little bit of practice at times, and it's not always advisable to do it. As you know, I would say most of the time the footprints will be more be worth more points than the jellies around them. Does that make sense? These footprints are worth more points than the jellies around them, 9 times out of 10. All right, maybe if like it's these like massive stars and stuff, perhaps, you know, it's worth the risk. But if it's just like a couple bears, I don't really think it's worth the risk so much. Oh, this is interesting. Last time, obviously the timing must have changed, because last time we still had to collect footprints when we went into bonus time with Walnut. Why I've come this way is a mystery to me. Oh yeah, I know why I came this way. I was trying to get boost, but. Oh, okay. We'll just push the machine forward a bit. Oh, it's the beard boy. Where is he? So yeah, I don't think we're going to be making it. We are still too far from. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be very unfair now. Oh, maybe if a double jump might have reached it, but that's a low score to end 212. So Walnut, Donut, Roguefort in order of the scores they got. No treasures on the Bamboo Wilds, but hey, Roguefort is looking like a monster, and Donut could be a good relay. Cool. Until next time, bye bye.